Hello everybody and welcome to my channel, or welcome back to my channel. This is Love, Truth, and Wisdom Tarot Guidance. My name is Sharnetta. I hope you all are having an enjoyable day, evening, afternoon, wherever you are, and I hope you all are doing well. So today I'm here to bring you another pick a card reading, and today we are looking into your subconscious fears. So the question is, what subconscious fears do you need to address? So we're looking into our, pretty self-explanatory of subconscious fears. We all have them, so let's just shed some light on them so we can be the best versions of ourselves and not let that rule our lives any more than it already has. So we have 3 piles here to choose from. We have the first pile here with the Labradorite stone, the second pile here with the quartz crystal, and the third pile here with the copper stone. Feel free to pick more than one if you feel guided to do so. Keep in mind that this is a general reading, so not all the messages will resonate, and that is okay. Just take what does, leave what doesn't. Do not make it fit if it doesn't fit. I am available to do a personal reading. If you feel guided to get a personal reading from me, that information will be down below in the description box. And then I just want to give a big thanks to all of you for liking, sharing, subscribing, supporting me, my channel in any way you felt guided to do so. Thank you all so much for your kindness, your trust, your patience. It really means a lot to me, your time. I'm really appreciative of it. Thank you so much for being here. Thank you so much for leaving comments. I try to read and like as much as I can see. So thank you so much for leaving comments and telling me how this resonates with you. I really appreciate it. And I'm just so glad that these readings are resonating with you and providing you with some type of guidance and clarity to your situation. So thank you all so much. So without further ado here, let's get on to your reading. Hello, pile 1. How are you all doing? Welcome to your reading. If you chose the Labradorite stone, this is your reading for what subconscious fears do you need to address, fears or fear. Okay, first things first. We're going to keep it super straightforward, to the point, and very clear. Can't kind of sugarcoat fears and shadow work and subconscious stuff like that. Okay, I don't know why I'm telling you this. I feel like that was maybe something someone needed to hear. So I definitely feel like there's an avoidance of healing in a general sense. I feel like there is something that your heart is wanting to heal, but you keep masking over it with work or responsibilities or just distractions. It's not like a distraction, but I mean, it is a distraction, but it's very like, I can't focus on this right now because I have to focus on them, or I have to focus on this thing, and whatever this thing is not your responsibility. Does that check out? Or if it is something that you don't have to do right now. It's something that can wait. And if it's not something that technically can wait, it is something that you can like delegate or ask for help on, so that you don't have to spend all your time doing it, if that makes sense. With the 6 of Cups reverse, that's a lot of like past baggage, maybe a lot of inner childhood wounding, and we do have surrender, low self-esteem. So your subconscious fear that you need to address is that you may suffer from low self-esteem, which there's no shame, we all have low self-esteem, or have had it, or will have it at some point in time. It's just a given, being a human. I know it sucks. It is what it is. But it's like you're avoiding that acknowledgement that you may have or suffer from low self-esteem. You may feel like you don't deserve true success or love or help or abundance. And it's time for you to set that intention and to identify that and to release any remnants of that low self-esteem. But with the 4 of Swords in reverse, I just feel like you're avoiding that. You're avoiding healing that, addressing that, calling attention to it, calling it out. And there's a need to be more empathetic to yourself and compassionate with yourself in regards to this, because we do have empathy here. And it says, I'm open to seeing both sides of a situation. So it's like you're not really open to seeing the fact that you may suffer from low self-esteem, and that's okay. It doesn't make you a bad person. It doesn't make you weak. It doesn't make you anything besides the fact that you just have low self-esteem, and it's something that can be rectified and fixed. But I feel like you may be so afraid of that acknowledgement or that truth that you try to hide behind work or other people, and it definitely stems from childhood. With the 6 of Cups here, everything stems from childhood. And it's like you may tell yourself that you are emotionally balanced until it gets to maybe talking to a parent or talking to a childhood friend, or when it comes to a particular romantic situation, if you're with someone, that these self-esteem issues come up. They're not in every area of your life, but they do come up with certain people. So, and that is a significator that it is, hurting you. It's something that I feel like for some of you may be aware of, but you may not be aware of how to heal it, with the 10 of Wands being reversed, because I feel like you're just letting certain shit go. You're learning that you have to let this go. You can't harbor any resentments or any like hurts or any like guilt or shame anymore. You have to learn how to be empathetic to people. So if someone, maybe told you in your childhood that you don't deserve love or success or abundance, or that's only for certain people, or whatever the case may be, they weren't telling you this to hurt you or to make you feel bad or to tell you that you're not worthy. They were telling you that because that's something they believed, and that's something that was told to them, and they're just doing what they know to be true, or what they know to be done to them. So it's kind of like no more blame game, no more victim mentality. It's just reminding yourself that it's no one's fault. It's not your fault you have low self-esteem, but it is your responsibility to rectify that, to fix it, to make amends with it, to make things better. And I definitely feel like maybe for a lot of you, you are doing that, but you may just be stuck or just really tired, or it's really getting to you, or it's deeper than what you thought, or something like that. But I do feel like for most of you, you are on that journey to you realize you have low self-esteem, and you are on that journey to surrendering it, with the Phoenix rising here. But I want to get to count your blessings, because Spirit's taking me to this. So with count your blessings, it's basically saying like, everything is starting to fall into place, whether you believe it or not. You just need to rest. You need to take a break. You need to be alone. You need to kind of take some space and time for yourself to kind of surrender, heal, see both sides of a situation without someone else's input or perspective. So this is basically telling you to open your heart and feel the blessings at hand. So Spirit may be giving you this time to heal something. So maybe you don't have a lot of work delegations, or you don't have a lot of responsibilities right now. Spirit is doing this for you because it's time for you to take care of yourself. It's time for you to heal. They're giving you this blessing to heal yourself, to get aligned with yourself, to get grounded in your emotions, to get in touch with your feelings, and make this like a daily practice, a daily motivational discipline type of thing. I feel like a lot of you are going to be finally accepting the fullness of your divine spirit. And I definitely feel like the divine is calling you to be more aligned with your success story, with what success means to you. And you're moving into direct alignment with your full potential of who you are. It may take some time to get there, because I feel like a lot of you are still in this like surrendering of low self-esteem, because you've just been avoiding like taking care of yourself, or healing, or resting, or meditating. If you need to even like cry for a day, or you just need a day alone, and you need a day of rest, or a day of peace, or just a day to be with yourself, definitely do that, because it's something that I feel like you're avoiding. And you're avoiding it because you're afraid of what you will feel when you're alone. What you're afraid of, maybe feeling the pain, feeling the hurt, feeling the resentment, feeling the guilt, the shame. You're avoiding the pain surrounded that. But unless you unless you like go through it and sit with it, you'll never be able to heal it. It will always be just lingering in the back of your subconscious. It'll always be where you're taking action, and it'll always be leading your life until you sit with it and empathize with it, see both sides of it, see all sides of it, and just know that that's not truth. Like, you are a divine being. And I feel like this is just unfamiliar to you. It's nothing like bad or anything. It's just unfamiliar and uncomfortable. But on the other side of you sitting with that pain, sitting with the fact that you have low self-esteem, that you are resentful for people maybe telling you certain things about yourself that you knew deep down wasn't true, but you believed it anyways. I feel like the more that you sit with that, it's like on the other side of that is all your hopes and dreams, and it will begin to manifest on the physical plane, and you will start to live like the life that you deserve once you sit with it. Once you realize that this time right now is a blessing, is an abundant blessing, and it's giving you this opportunity to reach those blessings and manifest them in the physical plane, like I said. So I feel like there's a lot of wealth coming to you with this Knight of Pentacles being here. There's a lot of abundance that wants to flow to you. There's a lot of wealth that's a result of past efforts you've done, or this efforts you've done so far, combined with your willingness to acknowledge that to acknowledge your shadow side, to acknowledge your fears, to acknowledge this like low self-esteem or this, burdensome of wanting to help everyone, wanting to be taking care of other people's responsibilities, putting other people's emotions and feelings on your shoulders when that's not your job. Your job is to live your life and be in your divine self and get in touch with and in tune with yourself and radiate that light in spite of people telling you maybe that you are not a light worker or not a light being or you're not divine, but you knowing the truth of that and you knowing that you have something to offer to everyone and everyone has something to offer you. It's a very balanced feeling I'm picking up here. So definitely I feel like this is your invitation to expand your capacity to receive goodness and love without resistance, because you are resisting certain things. And even though it may take some time getting used to, if you let yourself absorb all that you're feeling, all the blessings, all the hurt, all the pain that creator source has to offer you to help you to learn and expand and be wiser and help others, this is like the next step on your soul's plan for growth, basically. Like you're just growing your soul. But you definitely need to rest. You definitely, I feel like, are burnt out or are on the verge of being burnt out, and there's just a need to kind of surrender that. You don't need to hold on to that anymore. You don't need to kind of just, I don't want to like be a victim or be in this victim mentality. It's time to make peace with your past and realizing that your past has brought you to where you are meant to be right now, which is to heal and to surrender and to move on the other side of that. Because I definitely feel like you're kind of stuck in past or kind of ruminating on past decisions, past actions, and there may be a need to forgive a particular person. Like I said, forgive yourself as well, and just be open to letting people in and letting people help you, and letting go of like regret and stuff like that. So I feel like that's definitely something, a subconscious fear where you're just afraid to let people help you because maybe the last time you did, it didn't work out. They made fun of you, or they told you that you're not worthy of help, or they can't help you, like whatever the case may be. It's like being open to that, because that is like the doorway to your next blessing, to your next abundance, to your next success, like part of your success story, your next part of your success story, your next receiving wealth and prosperity is to like sit with that and feel that, and then you can move forward and continue on your path and not stagnate as much as you are maybe doing right now. So with Phoenix Rising, which I love this card, it's my favorite card, talks about how everything in your life is, maybe it may feel like you're falling apart when you surrender to this, when you heal this, when you're sitting with yourself. It may feel like you're falling apart. It may feel like everything is just, breaking apart, breaking down in you, but it's falling apart in order to fall together again, for you to rise from the ashes and like just renew your strength. So this is not the time to like technically create, but it's a time to sweep everything away that has not worked in your life, if that makes sense. There's so many things breaking down, or maybe will be breaking down, or has been breaking down, or not going your way, because the old cycle of life is completing. You're definitely completing a cycle with the 10 of Wands here, which is really good to see. And now it's time for you to rest, or it will soon be time for you to take a break. And the universe will make it very clear. You just will have like an open schedule or a day where you're not doing anything. That is your time to take rest, to have a respite, to just take time for yourself. I definitely feel like soon you won't recognize yourself, because you're definitely reclaiming your spirit and you're cleansing and purifying yourself for like a rebirth, basically. So this is, again, another message with the Phoenix Rising. It's like isolating yourself from the chaos, from drama, from other people's problems and challenges and troubles, and surrounding yourself with peace and rest. It's time for you to feel any pain that you have suppressed, feel any of this low self-esteem stuff that you have suppressed, so that you can heal it and move forward, because the universe has plans and opportunities that are better than you can imagine, that are better than you realize. But you have to let go, and you have to trust, and you have to know that what's coming is better than what you have right now. And Spirit just wants to help you be and remind you that you are this infinite being, and just give you all the infinite abundance that you deserve, just because you're here, just because you are a being here and you deserve it. So I definitely feel like that's something that is happening. I definitely feel like once you rest and heal and do this, and like I said, this may take a day, this may take a week, this may take a month, it doesn't matter the time frame. Just the more that it's, and I feel like it may take like a daily thing with the Knight of Pentacles. The Knight of Pentacles is usually like a daily practice, to just take like 10 minutes, 5 minutes for yourself and just be with yourself and just love yourself and remind yourself that you are worthy, and deserving of success, love, abundance, all that stuff, because you just are. There's no explanation. It's just a fact. You just are, because you are this infinite being, because you just deserve it. And there's no rhyme or reason for it. You just deserve it. So kind of getting into that attitude and really will really make a difference in your day-to-day life and the way you think and the way you act and the way you move. And it really will open up doors where people will be able to help you. You'll be able to trust people because you trust yourself more. You'll be able to just be okay with yourself and be okay with others, and be empathetic but not take on their stuff. Be just open to seeing both sides and not take on their stuff, and just know where you start and another person ends, or where you end and another person starts. You get what I'm saying. But yeah, so that is what I'm seeing for you guys. So I hope this was helpful, and I hope this provided you with some type of guidance and clarity to your situation. If not, feel free to pick another pile if you feel guided to do so. I'm sending you all so much love and light. Thank you for watching. Thank you for tuning in, and I will talk to you all later. Take care. Hello, my second pile. Welcome to your reading. If you chose the clear quartz crystal, this is your reading for what subconscious fears or fear do you need to address. And I'm definitely seeing this loud and clear. So the subconscious fear you need to address is your fear of making choices that empower you, and making choices that are healthy for you, making healthy choices that empower you. And I feel like this is in regards to either a specific relationship or relationships in general, or both. So I feel like you have this fear of making choices that empower you because you're afraid of hurting others, and which is fair. I mean, a lot of us have that fear, but it also comes from a victim consciousness, a victim mentality. This is about taking your power back, and I feel like you're afraid to take your power back because you're afraid of how other people will perceive you. You're afraid of the success that will come when you do this, and you won't be able to you won't be able to engage with that victim consciousness anymore. It's become a crutch to you. It's become your comfort zone. It's become your foundation, and where you sit yourself on. So I feel like you're just afraid to get over that. And there's not a lot that needs to be done, but I definitely feel like you are very apathetic to making these choices. And it's not because you don't see the potential, it's because you are afraid of the potential of what these choices will do, because it will require you to make healthier choices moving forward. It will require you to surrender to who you really are. It will require you to tune out distractions. It will require you to come out of this victim consciousness and be more disciplined. And I feel like that's something that may scare you or may intimidate you in some way. And you may just think it's easier to just stay in this situation where you have no power and you allow other people to make choices for you. And then you get upset, and then you're just like, ugh, why am I so miserable? Why can't I just do this? It's this back and forth. I feel like it's just this cycle, this loop that you go through. And it's you want peace, you want balance, you want stability, you want alchemy in your life, you want security, you want to shine your light, you want to be who you are, but you're just getting there or making those choices to do that is annoying to you almost, or just seems like a hassle, seems like a burden, and you rather just stay with the victim stuff. But you have a lot of potential and a lot of success, and I feel like if you were able to get out of this Four of Cups energy, because this Four of Cups is very, very strong. It is the first thing that's popping out to me right now, because your happiness, your abundance, whatever you want, whatever you need is being handed to you. And it's it's there, but you're not fully paying attention to it. You're not fully focused on it because you're just so worried of if I do this, that means I can't do that. If I do this, that means I have to let this person go. If I do this, that means that I have to tell this person hey, I have healthy boundaries. It's just a whole thing, a whole story you're telling yourself. And it's very distracting, especially with tune out distractions. It's the universe is telling you it's now time to voice your choices, and to tune out other people's voices, other people's choices, other people's opinions, and to rectify your opinions of others, and to tune into more your authentic inner voice, and strengthen that contact with your inner guidance by refraining from asking too many people what they think or their opinion on something, or getting too much outside advice, when your spirit is you already know what to do. And I feel like you're just kind of using that as a distraction for, I don't know, to validate. I feel like it's more to validate your victim consciousness than anything. It's like you always kind of see like why you can't do something instead of why you can do something, if that makes sense. So it's definitely like a fear-based type of thing. And I think you're definitely afraid of making the wrong decision or choice, like I said earlier, because you feel like it's irreversible, or you're going to suffer the consequences. And if you do this, what if that doesn't work out? Then you're just like, then I just screws myself. And now I can't go back to that person. And it's just like this whole illusion that you're making up in your head right now. And I feel like you definitely need to trust your inner voice, and because it's guiding you to where you need to go, and it's guiding you to be like, it's time for a new beginning. So it's time to tune out others. It's time to listen to your own inner voice and tune inward instead, and get quiet and listen to your deepest wisdom, your inner guidance, because it can lead you to what is best for you. So all other voices, all other opinions must go. And I feel like that may be hard for you to do, to not ask for people's opinions or advice. And you have to learn how to trust yourself. You have to learn how to surrender to the magic of who you are. With this card being here, it says we all have magic in us, even in the mundane aspects of life. Remember that you are a magical being with a uniqueness and worth that comes from just being you. It's like learning how to just be you, and learning how to trust your guidance, even if it leads you down a place where you're unaware, it's unfamiliar, uncomfortable. Know that it's for a reason. Like, there's something you need to experience, and there's something, it doesn't need to be something you need to be afraid of. So yeah, like definitely blocking out the external world so that you can listen to your voice, because it can't be heard. It's just like it's competing with the world. Like your voice and other people's voices are competing against each other, and it's like you need your attention. Like your inner voice needs your attention, and this is through like quiet time and meditation, and just refusing to allow your life to be run by others, and being selective about what and who you listen to, and giving the priority to what your heart says. You can listen to others, but you have to give yourself priority of what you want to do, what your heart says, what you feel is right, and only then you'll find the answer. So it's definitely time to like tune out everything. I'm just hearing tune out the noise. Like I feel like there's so much noise around you. You're searching for noise, you're using it as a distraction, and it's really just kind of feeding your victim consciousness, and it's just time for you to tune that out. You have really beautiful positive cards here. You have 3 major arcana, so this is like a major thing that you are learning, that it's like a major fear within you that has been kind of ruling your life, and now it's getting to the point where nothing excites you anymore, because you have all these other people's opinions and thoughts and beliefs in your head, and you're not really tuning into what you know to be true, to what you feel, what you know to be peace for you, what you know to be the right direction for you, stability for you, security for you, who you are. Like your soul is wanting to shine, you're wanting to spread your light, you're wanting to live in your truth and live in this authentic way of being that's like for you, not for other people, not because other people say like this is authenticity, this is what you should be doing. Like you have to figure that out for you. You have to know what is authentic for you, so that you can live the life that you want, so you can have the security, the abundance, the stability that you want, the peace, the patience, the alchemy, the balance that you need. And it's all about just balance and moderation. And like I said, you can listen to other people's opinions, but you are top priority. Your opinion matters the most over anyone's opinions, advice, whatever the case may be. So just keep that in mind. And with the victim consciousness card being here, I definitely feel this is such a pretty card. This is basically just saying like, stop blaming others and take responsibility for what you're creating, for what you're doing. And I feel like you get into the cycle where you think things are unfair, like I was saying earlier, like, and you're pointing the finger at others, and like, you know, why do bad things always happen to me? I'm not good enough. No one cares about me. All this stuff. Like, why me? I can't do this. I can't do that. Why can't I just do what I want? Like, you're losing your power, and it's like nourishing this victim aspect, and putting yourself in this victim club, and you don't need to be there like at all, because you're not a victim at all. There's nothing here that I see that's victim. Like, it's just more your way of thinking, and it's just you like being afraid to take your power back. So yeah, and just remember that your inner victim can stop you from moving forward by, like I said, like creating dramas, making you judge others, telling you that you don't deserve better, and keeping you stuck in like financial situations that you don't need to be in, because there's, all I see is success here. All I see is stability, alchemy, and power, happiness, abundance, prosperity, authenticity. But with this 4 cups, it's just like, why you're just not grabbing it, you're not utilizing it. It's like you need to build your internal confidence, your self-worth, and your courage. It's time for you to get out of your comfort zone and work on expanding and growing in all areas of your life. It's like the victim archetype is not part of your life anymore, but you're holding on to it because you're afraid of what is maybe on the other end, or you're afraid of sustaining what's on the other end of that, which is abundance, stability, prosperity. You're afraid of that leaving at some point. You're just telling yourself this story, and I feel like it's definitely making you angry, and it's making you want to attack others or be like kind of volatile or mean to others. And it's all about like creating healthy boundaries from a place of honesty, integrity, compassion, and love. You're just needing to learn how to create healthy boundaries, and you're afraid of creating those healthy boundaries because you're afraid you won't be loved, that you will lose people, that you won't be happy, it's like all this story, and that's not the case. If anything, boundaries has never made anyone like, not happy. Like, the lack of boundaries has always equaled, unhappiness, instability, like giving your power away, victim consciousness. Like, when you create boundaries, it's scary, but it's definitely needed, because on the other side of that is your abundance, is your health, because I feel like your health is being affected by this. Your physical health, your spiritual health, your soul health. And you're just not happy. You're just kind of apathetic. You're just being like, it is what it is. Like, I want to almost give up, but you know that you can't, because you know it's right there, and you can have it anytime you're ready. The universe is never going to push you unless it's like kind of like a tower moment, divine intervention. And even then, so you get to decide what you do with that. But the universe is never going to push you. Like, it's there, it's there, but you're just scared, and that's okay. And it's normal to be scared, and it's normal to feel nervous about trusting yourself and setting boundaries and surrendering to who you really are in truth, because you've been told lies about yourself, or people have been telling you things about yourself that isn't exactly true. You are a unique being. You are a magical being. You just have to remember that and know that you are worthy of all great things. You're worthy of stability, of happiness, of feeling grounded in yourself, of alchemy, of patience, of kindness, and just balancing your yin and your yang, balancing the masculine and feminine energies within you, the light and shadow aspects within you, and knowing that you are your own keeper. You are your co-creator. You are co-creating, and just be careful about like where you're co-creating from. Are you co-creating from a place of victim consciousness, or a place of power, authenticity, balance, stability, discipline, success? It's just a matter of just kind of shifting your focus. And I feel like it's not going to take a lot. It's just a little bit of like, you just need to kind of trust yourself, little things every day, just little things that add up to like seeing the big picture and completely changing your whole reality. So definitely honor the physical you, definitely honor the soul you, honor you. Basically, this is what this, honor you, listen to you. You're important. You have wisdom, you have knowledge. It may not be useful to other people, it may not be what you're used to, but it's important to your soul, because your soul knows what you need. Your soul knows what's up. Your soul knows like what's good, like what it needs to be happy, to be at peace, to be stable. You just have to trust it and listen to it, instead of putting everybody else's opinions and ideas and beliefs before your own, because you don't trust yourself, because you think that other people know more than you, because you think that other people know what's best for you, when they don't have your soul, they don't have your lineage, they don't have your energy. Like, they don't, I mean, you're not your energy, but they don't have your uniqueness, they don't have your soul's plan, and you have to trust your soul's plan and get in tune with that and know it, and know that it's leading you to where you need to be, basically. So yeah, so that is what I see for you guys. So I hope this was helpful, and I hope this provided you with some type of guidance and clarity to your situation. Feel free to pick another pile if you feel guided to do so, if this did not resonate. Otherwise, I'm sending you all so much love and light. Thank you for watching. Thank you for tuning in, and I will talk to you all later. Take care. Hello, my third pile. If you chose the copper stone, this is your reading for what subconscious fear do you need to address, or fears. So here's the thing. I definitely feel like you are already addressing this fear. So this is like more of a confirmation that you're on the right track, that you're on the right path to keep going. Don't give up, because you're on the brink of birthing a new, clear, conscious way of being and surrendering to your fear. So you're definitely changing things, a lot of things in your life. I feel like in your intimate life, your home life, you're learning how to be more vulnerable and be more intimate, and you're allowing yourself, or you already know that you need to let love in, because we have surrender your fear of intimacy. And this could be intimacy on all levels. It could be sexually, emotionally, it could be within your home, your family. It's just this change of like growing and evolving and understanding that things need to change, things need to grow. Things need to change, things need to grow. And you have the Empress here. So I definitely feel like you're birthing a new beginning, and you're very in tune to the fact that you need to be more open. You need to be more vulnerable. You need to be more compassionate towards yourself, and begin releasing any patterns that have stopped you from opening your heart. And I feel like you're very clear on that, and you're already in that direction. You're already on that road, on that trajectory. It's something that you're already made the choice to do, or you're about to make the choice to do so, because you can no longer kind of keep this up anymore of like being scared to be intimate or being compassionate, or letting love in some way. So with retreat here, I definitely feel like you could be feeling physically fatigued, or just energetically exhausted with just everything going on. Your body, I feel like it's just like overtaxing on your body, your brain. You're just feeling disconnected from spirit, and it's basically telling you to get back to your connection to spirit, which I feel like you're already doing. So I feel like you're already forging a path that's more in harmony with your true nature, because you're tired of forging a path that's not in harmony with your true nature. So you may need more time alone. I definitely feel like alone time here with your tarot here, and in order to reconnect with your authentic self. But I definitely feel like that's something you're already like recognizing, you're already knowing that you need to do so. So you could be planning a vacation alone, or just doing something alone. It's like the divine is calling you to detach from anything that's draining, anything in this world, this mundane world that's draining, and retreat into silence and meditation, and just allow yourself to have more alone time in order to like rejuvenate yourself. So this is about kind of ignoring and letting go. You're in the process of ignoring and letting go of like lower frequencies of the world. And I feel like at one point these frequencies were very compelling and very seductive, and like just very like, you may have been addicted to like, being a savage, quote unquote, or just kind of like not giving a shit or not caring. But you're realizing that that's not you, maybe, that you're not that person, that you like love. Like you want to let love in, you want to be in love, you want to allow people to love you, and you want to love other people. And this is just like you basically letting that go, and letting that drama pass, and letting not needing to be in the middle of drama, and not letting it drain you, and just kind of taking a break from all of that, like letting that go with the Four of Pentacles here, like letting go of you covering up yourself, and you hiding yourself, and hiding the fact that you want to be in love, you want an intimate relationship, you want to be compassionate, you want someone to be compassionate with you, you want to be open-hearted, and making that decision to do so, and to cultivate that and to grow that. So I feel like you're definitely going towards something, and you're very clear about it. You're very like ready to go. You're just like already on the move towards building an intimate relationship with yourself first and foremost, and then with another person. With home being here, this is I love this deck. It's such a pretty card. So home talks about recreating your home, recreating what home means to you. It's like describing your, this could have to do with an intimate relationship. So this could have to do with like your person, or a person you have in your mind that you want to be more connected to, because this person feels like home, but you're maybe, in terms of your subconscious fear, you're afraid of really allowing that person to be your home, allowing that person into your home, and allowing yourself to be in this person's, home, just kind of exchanging that energy of like letting love in and opening your heart. I definitely feel like there's a lot of, I don't know why I'm getting this, but with this card, I'm just getting like there's a lot of positive and negative qualities your parents instilled in you when it comes to home, when it comes to intimacy, when it comes to how to connect to another person and let love in and open your heart and be in love. I definitely feel like this card is talking about like like a wounded inner child in you that keeps recreating a home that you don't like, hoping to get your like kind of childhood developmental codependency needs met, you know, like almost trying to recreate what your parents had so that you can heal it and fix it. I feel like that's a subconscious thing, but I feel like you're clear on that. I feel like if that resonates with you, you're very clear on that and you're ready to change that. You've recognized that that is a pattern that needs to change, that you know, it's that you don't need to like do anymore. It's like you learn dependencies on how to kind of keep people at bay or only let people get so close to you because maybe you saw your parents do that growing up, or you may have been like reenacting you're a parent in some way. But anyways, I definitely feel like that's something that's leaving. You realize that you have to let that go and move forward, and you're coming to this place where you're allowing your natural emotions to shine, and you're encouraging yourself to listen to yourself, and you're encouraging your feelings to no longer be trapped inside you and sabotaging your life and sabotaging your relationships that mean a lot to you, because there's someone that means a lot to you that you want to get closer to, that you want to allow closer, like you want to allow in you want to allow in your heart space, and this person wants you to allow them into your heart space, and like vice versa. And I definitely feel like there's like an amazing opportunity and an empowering opportunity, a happy opportunity for you both to kind of let go of that lack, let go of that dependency, let go of those negative qualities that were instilled in you so you can come together. And these are like imprinted in your nervous system. So I just feel like sometimes when you get the chance to be intimate with someone, you get so nervous and so like in this place of like where you like self-sabotage, and you just kind of like do something that is dysfunctional that you saw your parent do or something like that. And it's time for all of that to rise to the surface with your current person and people close to you, so you can like rectify that and not do that anymore. So, and that's, again, I feel like this is something that you're already aware of, that you're already on track of doing. If not, you're about to be aware of it, and you're about to kind of let that go and realize that that is something that you do and that needs to change with change here, and that it's just time to grow. It's time to evolve. It's time to move forward. It's time to get out of your comfort zone. And certain, you know, the idea of comfort is, the new idea of comfort is to live life with surprises and knowing that everything is always changing, basically. And you'll never learn to grow if your circumstances stay the same, if you keep doing the same thing. So everybody wants a life to be better, but that requires change, you know what I'm saying? And you have to choose to incarnate. I mean, you have chosen to incarnate into this physical dimension, into this physical body, into Earth, with many opportunities. But if you don't take advantage of them, then what's the point, type of vibe. So this is about getting out of your comfort zone. Trust me, staying in your comfort zone is overrated. With change does come transformation, and with transformation does come evolution. So this is about stop viewing change as good or bad, because all change just nourishes your soul and helps you to learn. It helps you to grow. And don't equate it with a lack of control, or just try not to equate change with a lack of control, because life happens and it's supposed to happen. You're supposed to experience certain things, and you can direct how it plays out, and you always have that power to accept change that can redirect your path to a place where you feel free, to a place where you feel peace, you feel clear, you feel like you just know stuff, like you just are very like intuitive, like you just feel stuff. You can be free to be yourself and to live the life of your dreams, and to maybe travel or move or build a family or get married or do whatever you've been avoiding because you're afraid of change, you're afraid of being intimate, you're afraid of just maybe your whole life changing, but it's for the better. And on the other side of that, when you surrender that fear of intimacy, you're going to see so much abundance with this Empress. You're going to feel so much love, so much joy, so much happiness, so much clarity, so much direction. Like you're going to know what direction to go in. You're going to know where you're going and what you're doing and why you're doing it. And like I said, I feel like you're already on that path, or you're about to be on that path where you're going to get an opportunity to like meet up with your person and let love in, and to open your heart to them and them to you, and you're gonna like just go, like the relationship's just gonna take off. It's just gonna be like beautiful, and you're going to be very clear about it and very happy, and or you could just get like, or you might just get pregnant that night or something like that. But like, you know what I mean? It's just going to be very beautiful if you want to get pregnant, if you want to have babies. But it could just be just birthing a new home. It could be deciding to move in together and just creating a home that is authentic to you, that provides you with peace and clarity, that it's something that you've always wanted, and not recreating the home that you grew up in because of a subconscious fear of being in love or letting love in or opening your heart because you're afraid of getting hurt or you're afraid of being disappointed because you saw your parents being disappointed or something like that. It's like letting that go and just knowing that you can create the life you want. You have the power to do so. You are this empress or emperor or whatever. You are just this infinite being that has the power to create, to be very clear about what you're creating, and like end the spiraling with this Ace of Swords, and just know that everything happens for a reason, and everything is happening for your betterment. Betterment. But yeah, so that is what I see for you guys. So I hope this was helpful. I hope this provided you with some type of clarity and guidance to your situation. If not, feel free to pick another pile if you feel guided to do so. I'm sending you all so much love and light. Thank you for watching. Thank you for tuning in, and I will talk to you all later. Take care.